Yo, what's up, guys? Welcome back. Double D Vintage Baseball Cards, episode number 11. Today's going to be epic as usual. I'm yeah, I just say this every time. I'm stoked, man. I'm stoked to be here. I'm stoked to get to hang out with all my friends in the YouTube community. My last episode, all you guys who replied and commented, that was awesome. I got so much knowledge and got to how my brain always has worked. I get all this information from everywhere, and then I run it through my own brain, and I come up with a decision, right, or a game plan. So I appreciate everybody's comments and their opinions on the authentic and what grades and all that, what we talked about last time. Great help. I came up with a game plan in my head. I know what I want to go after. I'm not sure I'm going to get into it this episode, but in the future, I figured it out. I'll give a little hint. I've been looking at a lot of the cards that have people's initials on the back. The ones that come back at 1.5 grades, or they have a stamp on them, or somebody, it's all like the Gaudies and some older pre-war stuff. There's cards in the 50s with it too. I'm going to start going after ones that look really good on the front and then have somebody's initials on the back, the collections on the back. I think that's the track I'm going on, and I'm really excited about it because I really love the thought of having someone else's collection in my collection. I already collect, I've talked about this before, checklists with check marks in all the boxes. I should have brought a few of those out, but they're in my collections right now. I love that stuff because I know somebody else loved baseball cards and they were going through those and checking them off back in the 50s and 60s. And so anyways, yeah, that's part of my game plan. So with that said, this episode is eBay. This is all about eBay for me. And I, as usual, I have a bunch of cards displayed here you guys can look at. Some of these are awesome. Like this guy right here, this Pee Wee, it's a rip card. I ripped this thing open. Me and my friend used to buy boxes at Frank & Sons, California, and I bought a box right out of I told my buddy, do you want that box? He's like, nah, and I go, okay, I'll take it. It's the last box before we left, and every time we drove home from Frank & Sons, whoever wasn't driving had to open a box on the way home, because we were like, this is 2008, so, we were going there spending $300 and buying all these boxes. Anyways, he was driving, so I ripped that open, and I pulled the Evan Longoria 1-of-1 rookie card, Dick Perez real sketch card. The one that's on the poster, and I have the poster laminated. So yeah, that super random before we get into the episode. I couldn't resist. That's the story of this card. So funny. I found it the other day. I wanted to show it before. I was just, gosh, that was such a moment. That was probably the best card I've ever pulled. I sold it back then for like $2,100 or $1,800. I've Googled for it, looked for it everywhere. But yeah, I sold that thing right away. But I kept that. So anyways, eBay today. I've had a lot of requests on what I sell on eBay, or basically how, regardless of the request, I'm going to show how I sell things on eBay, why I sell certain things on eBay, how I pack them up, how I ship them out, just all kinds of stuff, from commons to graded cards. So I'm going to dive into that and just show you guys. I'm going to keep you guys on this camera setup I have right here, and then kind of show you this is my packing zone right here. I have my box this is my eBay shipping for daily use here. And my printer with my Rolo right here. I'll show you guys all this. I already pre-printed and scratched them all out because I'm super privacy-wise, I don't know what people can scan and see. So we'll dive into that, and we'll see where that takes us. I also have a bunch of pickups that I picked up this week, and not this week, over about the last month. Bunch of just awesome stuff for my PC that are going in my books. and they're not high dollar cards. They're just really nice condition. I buy it now as singles. As certain guys that sell these things that I bought cards from, and I just know they're going to be great. And a couple of them were lots. So I'm going to dive into that after and just show you guys a video of the ones I picked up, and they're going into my system. Really cool cards. I think you guys will love them. 70s, a couple 80s cards, but everything below 80 and below. So just some epic cards at the end. So I know a lot of you guys don't sell on eBay, or I don't know, most of you guys probably do. But yeah, I'm going to dive into it and show you guys. So here you go. Okay, let's take you around. I'm going to leave it running. All right, I'll pull you right here. Check this out. Okay, so when I get an order, I print it out on my computer, standard, from the beginning. Boom, spits out like this. I put this on the table here. And then this is my Rollo printer right here. So let me see if you guys can see that. So yeah, you can see it. So that's my Rollo printer. Everybody who sells on eBay has to have a Rollo printer. Check them out. They spit out your postage in your tab that goes right on what you're going to ship out. So what we're going to do so let me backtrack a little bit here. Let me zoom you down here a little bit. More cards showing. Once I get the order, print the packing slip, and I put all this information on here. I do all kinds of promotions and stuff. I print this out. This is the Rollo. This is with tracking. So it was 53 cents with tracking. And then I always put these in there. But I wanted to get into a little bit about what I sell before I jump into that, and why I sell it. What I sell on eBay is everything that I do not collect. So over the years, I've talked about this many times. I have bought packs and boxes and cases over the years with a friend of mine. And I always listed, me and him, we always listed the hot rookies right out of the box. So everything that was worth $10 or more right out of the box, I would sell every single one of them. Did this over the years for 10 years, but not full blown in, and I just started accumulating too much. But with that said, I have loads and loads, 5,000 count boxes of 2008, 2006, 2007, 2005, all these different years, 2004, of certain sets. So what I did with my eBay subscription, because if you have one, you get a certain amount of listings per your subscription. And I started when I don't remember what I started with originally. I think I just paid per thing. But as I gradually built my inventory, I realized that you need to get the subscription and you need to max it out, which I still haven't done. But my game plan was always sell the high-end stuff. And then when you get to, later, 10 years later, you start selling that stuff out. So fast forward all these years, I'm starting to list all that stuff I bought back then. And I get to go through it. I don't collect any of it, so it's great. I get to sell it all and then buy all vintage with it. It's just trading, basically, for more cards. That's exactly how I look at it. I do want to do this as a business full time. I've talked about it, but right now it's just trading. I'm just selling those and I'm buying more. And I'm okay with that. And to me, that's kind of like a full-time thing. It's super fun. So the greatest thing you do, so my theory in the whole thing was buy a bunch of the same cards. And that's what I've always done. Buy a case or as you're going to Frank & Sons or wherever you go to purchase your boxes, I buy the same cards, same boxes through the year and just accumulate a bunch, right? So when I accumulate a bunch, when I do a listing and say you have a subscription on eBay and you get 10,000 listings for free, buy it now. If you have 10 of each card, so you have one listing, you have 10 showing, you're really maximizing your subscription. So that's my game plan. That has been my game plan. I haven't got to 10,000 listings to max out my subscription. I only have 3,000 listings, but it's $22,000 worth of baseball cards on there. And the majority of my listings have more than one available. So you'll see I'll have all low dollar stuff for the most part. I will throw vintage on there like I've talked about, but right now just about the low dollar stuff. So you'll see. So each listing I'll start out with maybe 10 of that card, and I'll list one of them. So I'm going to bring a box up here. We're going to pretend to ship this thing out so you can kind of see how I do it. So first and foremost, I have my phone out, but I'll look on here. And this is a 2019 Topps Archive, number 177, Josh Donaldson, sold for $1.79. And eBay collected 11 cents. Throw that down here. And then this stuff normally isn't on my desk. This time it's in the printer situation, so we're going to put that there. And I'm going to zoom you guys down here. So this is every card I have listed on eBay. So I'm going to pull out the Topps 2019 Topps Archives. And the reason I'm selling the 2019 Topps Archives is I bought a case for Christmas when they went on sale. They're like $600 for a case. You know, years back before anybody was, before Vladdy and Fernando Tatis, started crushing it. So I pull that box up. Oh, let me go. There you go. Open her up. I have every single card listed that came in that case, except for the autographs and any that went into my personal collection, which is pretty much only autographs in ultra modern cards. I don't save. Well, now I don't sell any of my rookies or anything. This was an experiment. I know I'm kind of backpedaling on what I just said, but I bought a whole case. And I do all kinds of different experiments through the years. So I bought a whole case, listed every single card except for the autographs. I got a Pedro Martinez autograph out of it and a Francisco Lindor autograph. Both of them numbered. I didn't list those, but I listed every single thing else. And I didn't do the math. I mean, I did the math at the time, but I don't know how many it was. I had like 2 boxes of these full. And over the course of 2 years, I've sold like $3,700 worth of cards, common cards, out of that case. And I keep a Excel spreadsheet available. So everything's in order. So as you'll see, we needed that Josh Donaldson, number 177. So it's going to be in here. So we'll turn you this way so you guys can see it. Doing a little different than what I do by myself, of course. But so 124. So we'll go this way. You see that? Yep. So 177. Okay. So how I keep these in order is I do every one guy. So Josh Donaldson, one of them gets in a penny sleeve, and the rest, that keeps them divided for me, go without a penny sleeve. I mean, these are right out of the case, so I just put them right in there. They're all in perfect condition, probably all grade 10s, And if something's dinged, I'll let the customer know, of course, or I'll take it off once I see it prior, because I go through these all the time, but it should be perfect. So I'll pull one out, okay? Pull it out. I'll look it over. Looks cherry. So I'll put that on the side. That's getting shipped out. Put that. I would normally put it to the right because I'd be collecting tons of cards, but I'm going to put it right there for now. Put this box back underneath here. Okay. Bear with me, guys. This is all new right here. I'm just trial and error here. I never filmed what I was doing. Okay, there we go. Pull this light a little lower. All right, so now I'm going to get this. Open this case up. This is my supplies right here. I've got a wiper. This is all dust-free. It's these cool, it's really cool. My wife learned about these. She watches all those organizing shows, right? So you got this. I got my microfibers. I've got a thing full of penny sleeves. brand new card savers. Everything I ship has brand new cases. I don't use any used ones ever. This is my wiper for any cards I'm getting. These are your regular top loaders. I don't usually use those, but sometimes if I run out. And then this is for graded cards only. I have my other tape over here. So what I'm going to do, grab this box out, and I'm going to get brand new card saver. Now, if it's a shiny card, I will put it in a penny sleeve, but the non-shiny, I do not. The reason I do not is simply because you ding more cards, I ding more cards putting them in penny sleeves than not. And when they look really sharp when they're not in a penny sleeve. So I don't put any of my cards in penny sleeves. That's fine if you do, but this is how I ship cards out unless it's shiny. So I'll slide it in there. Okay, I'll put it in. I like to get it nice and centered because you'll see in a minute. Take my time. Boom. And my hands are always dry, always clean. I'm a stickler on that. So put that nice card. Back you guys out a little. Right there. And we'll put this right here. And then this, I don't always do this, but I was doing it for a while, but then I ran out. So I'm going to continue doing this. But this is, so when you get this, you get a little code. I'll show you how I use this, but I'll read this. Thank you for your purchase at 31414 Sportscards. If for any reason you are unhappy with your purchase, please reach out to me so I can make it right. I've been collecting cards since 1986 and selling on eBay for 20 plus years now. I look over every card before I list them for sale and pride myself in good, clean cards, honest listings, and good service. If you want to know more about me and what I collect and how I determine what to sell, please check out my new YouTube channel, Double D Vintage Baseball Cards. Thanks again and keep collecting. Anyways, I wasn't really planning on reading that. Oh, man. Sorry, guys, but I just read it. So there you go. That goes in there so you can kind of read my story. When you get the card, you understand it's from a collector. And I'm not just trying to sell cards and make a bunch of money. Eventually, I'd like to make money doing this, but I take care of my cards. I love baseball cards so much. So it's cool for me, too. A lot of this stuff I haven't seen in ages, and I sell it, and then I go, oh, wow, that's a really cool card. And then I'll end up adding one to my PC or buying another one. So that's going on here. I center it. Okay. See that? Let me see here. Get you guys a little better view. All right. Sorry about that. I don't know what happened. Thing just went off. A little closer view right there. Let's see. All right. So I center that. I put that there. Now the next step, of course, is taping. Now you come over here. I have a little tape section. I have me and my wife, we ship out stuff every day. She has a business like I talk about, and we ship stuff out for her all day long. So I'm going to grab my choice of tape. Baseball cards, I use black or blue. So I'll use this black and use 1/4 inch painter's tape. Don't use anything shipping out without painter's tape, please. It's just the best tape you could possibly use. It doesn't wreck the cases. They're brand new, so I want people to be able to take them out, do what they want with them, and reuse them. It keeps the card in. Let me get that shadow away. So I'll put that back in the box. All right, so I'm going to get this and get my scissors off that cool wall I just showed you guys. That's the back of a roller that has my wife's stuff that she sells in there, like mine. Well, I can't find the end of the black, so we're going to go blue. All right, so blue. I'm doing this way different than I normally do it, but normally I'd have like 12 things to ship out, so I cut like double the pieces, right? So for this, I'm just cutting 2 pieces. That's just to keep it straight. I like everything to look really nice. So this is weird cutting like this. 1, 2. Okay. This. Put this right here. Like that. Nice and clean, nice and straight. I like to do just like that. Okay, and then you're going to get your envelope, which I was on that wall as well. So I just have the standard ones. You can get them at Costco, 500 count. And then you take your Rolo, 53 cents to ship this. And you put it right there. Very easy. And then I take this, hold it like that so it stays nice and tight in there. Clean folds, make it look real nice. Put that in. And boom, that one's done. These cards are meant to go through benders. They're tracked. You can track these things. eBay, it took eBay a long time to catch up to how to ship inexpensive cards. And when I started this, there was no tracking, so I could never be a top seller. So years and years of doing this, I always did free shipping, and I always did in envelopes like that. And because I bought a bunch of people's stuff and I've seen how it comes, and I wanted to sell cards for inexpensive, and now then they started the tracking thing about a year ago. Oh, it's so awesome. So now it's easy for anyone to start selling cards. So you got boxes of cards, you can sell them and trade them in for your vintage. So that's how I do it. That's how I ship regular, inexpensive. Anything that's $20 and under will go in here, and you can ship. If I have 4 cards, I'll do a case over here and a case over here and 2 and 2. If I have 3 cards, I can put them all in one. It all depends. Things do change. But you can also upgrade. You can get up to, some people send I wouldn't send more than 4 cards in here. But you can. And then you just up this a little bit. And it'd be like $1 at the most. Next thing I'm going to ship out. So when I do graded cards, this is how I ship graded cards. Okay, we'll take this Oral Hill brand. It's awesome. Not selling this card. Just a cool card. 1934 Gaudy card. Just an awesome card. Not selling him. And this is how I ship my graded cards. Now, PWCC did, not to talk good on them, but they did a great job of shipping. And I bought tons of graded cards over the years, and I really... Honestly, I just copied PWCC's because I never had a single issue with shipping, and I thought they were packaged really well. I did one more plus than they do. On more expensive cards, I'll put cardboard in here, but for anything $100 and under, so I get it. And these are the eBay envelopes that you get for free when you pay for a subscription. I spend my $50 on these every time. Fold it like that. And fold it again, and I do not use that tape because it's so gnarly. I use this painter's tape, and then someone can use this again. So you're not wasting anything. Someone can take this out. I have used that by mistake a couple times, the strip, but 9 times out of 10 or more, I do this. Boom. Normally I would put 1 and 2, but for the show sake. Then I have these, which is super hard cardboard. The same thing, if you ever bought something from PWCC, they did an envelope inside one of these hard envelopes. That's what I do. So that goes in here like this. If it's an expensive card over $100, 100, maybe 200 even, I'll do a box. And some will go in a box regardless, those all different boxes. So it's not going to get damaged. You could throw this off a cliff. Nothing's going to happen to this card. Nothing. So, and the customer's cool. He's stoked because he's just going to pop that. He's going to rip that tab. He's going to get inside. He's going to be able to get to his card. Reuse this whole packaging. And his card's just sitting there. And then I also put one of those flyers in here, and I put the receipt in there and everything. So, yeah, that's how I do the eBay thing. Like I was saying before, I sell cards so I can buy vintage cards. I sell all these cards I've had in my house and tagged along with me for years and years and years. And it's super cool. So I hope you guys enjoyed that episode on how I sell cards on eBay and my strategy. And yeah, I let the cat out of the bag right there a little bit. You know, I've done do other things, and we can get into stuff later. I'm sure I didn't cover everything on there, but yeah, that's how I do it. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. And then right after this, I'm going to show a little time lapse. It's a video slowed down on all the pickups I had over the last month, all raw, and I graded all of them, and you'll see the grades put on there. And some of them some of these cards I didn't purchase. Some were in my collection that I pulled out as I'm selling cards, or I come across certain cards and I'm going through things, and I added it to my PC. My PC is always in my Excel. I have every single card in my PC in my Excel spreadsheets, raw, graded, anything I collect. Thousands of cards go in there. Everything else doesn't. So I do find things in my stuff, in my boxes, and then I go, oh, wow, I had it. So I come across it in people's videos. I go, oh, I got that one. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed that. Double shaka. And yeah, we'll see you guys soon. That was super fun. Cannot wait to do my next one. It's going to be all vintage, all the time. Back to it. Okay. Thanks, guys. Later.